This cage is sturdy and mobile. It was built to guard tree seedlings that I want to successfully mature. I am currently using it to guard my Acacia Baileyana tree seedlings. Often critters will chew, dig, and decimate young plants in my yard, causing months of work to be lost. The cage's interior is 4 feet high to accommodate small saplings. If you are interested in this, I will show you my original plans and then show you its construction. These are my plans. Each square represents approximately 6 inches. From top right to left, it shows the front view, then its side view, and a view of one of its doors. Below, from right to left, it shows the plant shelf and its base, then its top view, and finally its proposed wheel attachment. I have my 2x3x8 out. You can see my plans are leaning against my miter or chop saw. So let's go ahead and get started with the first cut. Okay, I'm going to be cutting these lengths here. I'm going to be using 3-inch ring shank nail. They're galvanized, rated for exterior. I started with the 3 2x4 feet rectangles. They are the top, middle, and bottom sections of the cage. You want to make sure these are square, that back end, and tack nail it in with my brad nailer. So I had to do that to square it out. Really important. Okay, I'm using 2-inch galvanized brad nails. They're 18 gauge. I'm going to glue these on and then brad nail. So I'm going to do the other side, but I'm going to go ahead and let it dry up once I'm done for 24 hours, and then I'll come in and put in some framing nails. Yeah, I'm moving to this part of the plan. It's the straight bracing for the lower shelf unit here. This is going to hold my plants. And the one at the bottom is almost identical to this, so I'm just going to talk about this one. What's critical at this juncture when starting is to make sure you use a square or something that you know is square. I'm going to go ahead and complete this, and I'll show you all 3 when I'm done. So we're going to go from right to left. We've got the top on the right. The middle is going to be the framing to support the plants. And the one that's identical to it is going to be the bottom, where I'm going to attach the wheels. I will add blocking to it once I have in the legs that are going to hold those 3 together. I'm going to be making my 5'6" cuts. These are literally the legs. There's 4 of them. You can see the side view and then the front view. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So 5 feet, 6 inches. And there's my 5'6" mark. Come back and double check it. And looks good. I have 3 more of those to do. It's laid on the concrete now, and I've got these upper boards here tacked down. These are the ones that I'm going to be gluing and nailing down, and I'll remove these after it's dry. I'll let it set for an entire day. What more to be said, I measured the diagonals, before putting it together to make sure it's square, and everything looks good, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and show you the technique I'm using. So I'm going to be using Type-On once again. It's a really good exterior glue. Holds really, really well and is waterproof. I have a 3.5-inch exterior wood screw I'm going to put in to this other side. So it's gone in lengthwise here, which is 2.5 inches, and this is 1.5 inches. So I've got a really good bite on it. So I've got two 3-inch nails, 3.5-inch screw, and glue. And so I'm going to let it dry up for the entire day, and I'll come back tomorrow and do the reverse side. Okay, so I'm going to put in bracing here and here at the bottom. I'm at the very bottom of it, and I need it for the 2-inch 2x4 attachments for the wheels that I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get one set up. It's nice and wet with wood glue. Okay, and so here's the block. It's time to do the wheel attachment down to the lower part of the cart. I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's going to attach to a 2x4. Okay, so here's the wheels. They're 4 inches. Each wheel can support 300 pounds for a total weight of 1,200 pounds. And it has a brake on each wheel, so I can lock it in place after I move it, so it doesn't go rolling down the driveway. And so here's the 2x4 stud I'm going to be connecting here. See, I already laid the patterns out for the wheels to attach them. I'm going to first put wood glue on it and nail it down. And I'm going to be doing my pilot holes to mount the wheels. I'll be using a 1 3/4 inch Powers fastener. So I've got the two wheels in, looking good, and once again they got really cool brakes on it, stop it, like that feature. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process below, and I'll have my wheels on. Very, very nicely. Nice. Rolls really well. There we go. Nice. Rolls very, very nice. I'm going to be installing these angled braces on the sides all the way around, so I have a total of 8 to do, 4 on each side. So 45 degrees, and we're in. And there we go, 10 inches. So this bottom part's going to lay flush with the bottom of this 2x3, and this will rest over here. I'm going to put glue on it and tack it in, and I'll come back and hit it with heavier nails. I've got the bracing job done. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the doors now, and I've made my 8-inch cuts with these blocks. What's really important is to use a square to make sure this is square. What I'm going to do is glue it and tack it down, just the square itself, and then come back and put these in, the blocks, the braces. I'm going to be using premium exterior wood screws, 1 on each angle here. They're 2.5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and do a pilot hole and also countersink them so they lie flush up against the wood. These are 2.5 inch galvanized or exterior finish nails. And I'll do that here and here. and just continue on and complete the whole job. I'm going to be attaching braces here for the door jamb, so to speak, here and here. So I'm finishing up the door bracing here, one on either side for the doors, like a door jamb. On either side I installed the door jamb or the door bracing and this block up here to stop the doors from going back and snapping the hinges when the door is installed. Okay, so I'm only installing the 1x4 bracing on the lower section here. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I'm going to not use this bracing right here where that secondary arrow is pointing up. I coated it with a quart of leftover exterior paint. Got my hinges in. Time to do the wire. I'm using 1/2-inch wire that's 4 feet long. I'm using Arrow 3/8 stainless steel staples. Finishing up with my wiring, I'm almost done. Okay, so there it is, finished. Let's go have a look at it. Okay, so here's the inside, wired floor as well. Roof. And the floor once again. There are my Acacia Baileyana seedlings. These seedlings should turn into attractive yellow flowering trees that are drought tolerant. They are native to Australia, by the way. What I really like about this cage is not only its critter protection, but also how it can be easily wheeled from place to place. I can move it into the shade when the sun is extremely hot. When it's cooler, I can wheel it into the sun. Thank you for watching.